Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants, brought to you by W Energy Drink. Get your W Energy at W.GG. I am just Mike, and to my right tonight at W.GG. I am, and to my right tonight we have Josh, aka Bad Karma. Below me, I am not trying to give you the thumbs down, Jordan. It's the J to the A to the T, the Louisiana champion of music. Do you change your shit so much? It's awesome. And we're without Phil. I tried to call Phil. I texted Phil. I don't know where Phil's at.
He's been filibustered.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's MIA. I know I pointed the wrong way. It should be pointed over here. I know.
Phil could make a run in at any second. You never know. It's like old WCW Nitro. You hit the select button and you get a wrestler to come out and help you cheat in the match.
That was a terrible game. That was a very.
It was a bad game that Ireland did, and TH. I don't know if that was it was Ireland.
THQ. It was THQ.
Was that the Nitro?
Yeah,
the PlayStation versions of the WCW after WCW versus the World. The Nitro and the Thunder, they were pretty bad. And they got our money because they knew we were fans. I even had the damn guide for the book for it was big heads, every level, every kind of cheat, every kind of crazy thing you could do. I mean, and I was obsessed. It was WCW. It was 1998.
Yeah.
Hello, friend. Hello, country. So here we are. What is this? The first week of August.
Yep.
As we talk about the revenge of Summer Scam.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was god freaking awful. Night one was a telltale sign of what was not to come. It was
really.
Dude, I didn't like it. I really didn't. And
I mean, I didn't think it was awful. I don't think it was bad. It was a good show, but I
gave it 2 out of 5 for both nights.
The only thing that caught me off guard was Seth Rollins.
From night one.
Yeah, that's the only one that caught me off guard. I'm like,
yeah, he worked everybody, dude. That was the greatest work of all time. It reminded me of. I'll tell you what it reminded me of. Y'all are going to hate me for this. Y'all probably realize what I'm about to say. Y'all remember when AJ Styles did that in TNA?
I wasn't watching that hardcore.
I wasn't watching. So.
Oh man, AJ was like grabbing his knee, and he like had the X come out, and they swooped him off to the back, and it was during like an Impact taping, and then I think it was on I want to say that was during the Spike era, and all of a sudden, at the pay-per-view, he shows up and he like just ran in like he wasn't even injured no more. And then whenever the guy was, I think it was who was it? I wanted to say it was either Kurt Angle or someone like that, and they went for his knee and they kicked it, and he like went down and had the referee try to like separate him and everything, and then he just rolled him up 1, 2, 3, and then rolled out of the ring real quick, and then stood up like nothing ever happened. It was really good. I
got a question for y'all about this. Without hindsight, we know what happened now. Both of y'all, what would be, even though we know now, what would have been y'all's percentage? We didn't vote on Summer Scam winners and losers. What would be y'all's percentage? Both of y'all. How much did you think in back of your mind could Rollins, like what percentage you think could Rollins come out, cash out? Is it a work?
Honestly, it got. I'll be dead honest. It got me. It
got everybody. And I'm on. In my personal opinion, it's not a good look for the WWE.
Okay.
And I'm going to enlighten you on this, and I'm going to tell you why. When you have a legitimate injury and you consider this to be a legitimate injury that happened at a pay-per-view. No, it was a live event. It was on Raw, wasn't it?
No, it was Saturday Night's main
event. Yeah. So, I mean, legit injury, and then all of a sudden you take him off television, and you have this big angle. and you're thinking that Seth Rollins is legitimately injured, and then you work everybody with an angle, with an injury angle. Yeah, I mean, you get people with that, but at the same token, you're like, oh yeah, we really don't really. They're trying to blur the line between real and fake, and I understand that's a good thing to do, but in my personal opinion, when you do something like that, it takes away the legitimacy of the person.
Well, I'm not gonna go too much into it because it's gonna link to something else later. I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what I will talk about, but I think between what we're talking about now and what we're gonna talk about, it's safe to say that the Triple H era today, it's all about blurring the lines. Is it work? Is it shoot? Getting one over on the fans. I think it's safe to say WWE is 100% in that mode of we're gonna tell you what's real and what to believe, and you'll see as it happens. I kind of like it. I kind of like the idea of it's almost kayfabe, but we know it's not. But and it'll link to who we're going to talk about later. But I think it's safe to say WWE's in full. We're gonna get y'all mode.
Well, we'll pull up the matches for night one. We'll go over that. We'll go over night two.
Before we do that, this is what I want to talk about. Like you were talking about blurring the lines, though. But if you blur the lines too much, like for example, what they did with Seth Rollins, and what they did this past Monday night or last night on Raw with the whole, I'll even go ahead and say it with the Becky Lynch calling out, you can't see him. To me, that's trying to create something that ain't there. Because nobody, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not feeling it. It could be a work or a shoot or whatever, but it sucks. It's terrible. Nikki Bella in the Intercontinental title versus Becky Lynch. I give no fucks. I'm gonna be honest.
There's a theory. There's a theory about why that's going on, and I'm gonna kind of believe it because it's the same place that I've been reading all month. Rollins was a work that he was not really injured, so I'm gonna kind of believe this. I have not watched it. I never will. But this new WWE show Unreal, where they go backstage in the seats, not good. I've heard. I know where you're coming from. I probably wouldn't like it either. From what I'm under the impression of, this whole Becky Lynch and Bella, that this might be a part of that show, and that's why they're doing this, to use that behind this. And that's Nikki Bella, reality television. That's where she her bread and butter.
That's what shit, dude.
That's what she drives. You're right. So,
but I watched Unreal. I watched all 5 episodes of Unreal. How do I want to put this? It's a glamour show. And what I mean by glamour show, it tells you about who they want you to think you're talking about, and then they swerve everybody and do this instead, which everybody kind of knew they were going to try to push. Everybody thought Punk or Cena for Royal Rumble. Everybody thought Punk or Cena, because they were the 2 biggest stars coming back to Royal Rumble, and John Cena was announced for the Royal Rumble. So was CM Punk. But then you throw Jey Uso in there and you have him win the freaking Royal Rumble. And it's kind of like, oh, we got you. And it's not like but it's like a Triple H thing. Like he has all, like, and he calls the wrestlers pieces, man. Like he's playing chess with people. And it's kind of and I'm not trying to be.
Again, you never know. That might be still some of backstage lingo, I mean, we know a little bit. We know a little bit, like
well, I know a lot.
All that, like
I know a lot.
Well, I know for a fact that Triple H admitted even after everything went down, he looks up to Vince. He learned a lot from Vince. He takes a lot of Vince's ways to run ideas and creative, and that does sound very much like a Vince thing. The control, the plotting and the planning. And I get it. When you're booking a wrestling show, it makes sense. But I do think that, I know that Unreal show is bullshit. I know it's Mike. It's not your cup of tea. It's not mine at all. Josh might. I don't know what Josh's feelings are on the show at all.
I haven't watched it, and I was like, it's like, you know what? I was like, and this goes to what Country was saying last week about kayfabe. and it's like I don't want to watch that stuff anymore. I don't mind a little bit of like months and months ago behind the scenes, but something that's leading up to current. No, I was like, I want to keep the kayfabe just a little bit.
It's pushing the narrative. WWE setting their own narrative, their own start line, their own finish line, and they're telling you like what we get, and that's what I know. Probably Mike agrees with me at least. That's what I don't like about WWE is don't tell me who I want to cheer for and who I want to believe in and who's your number one guy and who's your most hated. I want to decide that, not you.
All right, so like I was saying though, the blurring the lines and everything, I think is shitty. It didn't work out for TNA. It didn't work out for AJ and TNA. They didn't get no views out of it, but this got a lot of people talking. But is it the right people talking? I mean, and I'm going to jump a little bit tonight too for the Brock Lesnar situation. And they canceled the press conference because of this. Why would you cancel a press conference? Because you don't want to be asked questions about Brock Lesnar and the allegations against Vince McMahon. I mean, I guarantee you, I know that, honest to God, truthfully, Brock Lesnar is not in that situation, but he did get other stuff added to it. But for him to be blackballed or banned or whatever, and everybody's like, well, WWE don't care about the cancel culture no more. Do they or do they not? I mean, you have all these other people you fired, and then you bring this guy that's being heated on because he had a pee video of the girl peeing.
I've got two. I was waiting to get to this later. I thought we'd still be on the other subject, but I've got two reasons I think they did it, and it to me it's logical. If you're gonna bring Brock back, one, they have evidence enough to where he's not going to be charged with anything. If anything, they're going to call him in to say, did Vince send you this? Yes. Okay, get off the stand. Two, if they were willing after, and here's another blurring the lines. Remember your boy with UFC said Brock's name is just a few weeks ago. Brock's name is ruined. They don't want him back. No one wants him around. Another swerve, bro, but narrative.
Well, Daniel Cormier is working for TKO on a podcast, and that's where he labeled that Brock Lesnar was blackballed or banned, and that was on his podcast, and everybody went, "Oh, Daniel Cormier had to say it, so it's got to be true," because people hold Daniel Cormier in that same regard as Ariel Helwani. You know, they hold them in that high regard, because whenever they speak, they talk about real shit. And then all of a sudden, this happened, and then everybody's like, "Oh, well, now Daniel Cormier is bullshit."
Yeah. Well, I probably got the narrative from media and Triple H, but back to those two reasons. Either Brock, and I haven't seen Brock. I've seen a lot of the texts of Vince sending Brock shit. I haven't seen much of Brock's response in these text messages. So either A, they're not worried that Brock's really involved, or B, and this thing's been dragging on for a while, Vince might not be going down like everybody thinks. This might be more of a lack of proof. The woman was an adult. I'm not saying Vince is innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty, though. This could be a thing where Vince pays a huge court cost in 6 months with probation and walk. The way this thing's playing out, and we're not hearing much, and we've got proof. Look what happened with P. Diddy. He's short of the judge gets to pick whether he's going to spend 6 months, a year, or 2 years in jail with fines. The judge was joking with him after the sentencing from that he got off of the racketeering and everything. I'm thinking Vince is not going to get blasted like everybody thinks. I mean, the most obvious two charges, which Vince does not have a racketeering charge, which, believe it or not, racketeering is more serious than a sexual crime. I think that's kind of sad. But Vince's big charge is sex trafficking, which you get a agreed or non-agreed person to cross state lines to perform sexual activities. That is his big charge right now, and that's the one that's kind of
a federal crime. That's a federal crime.
That's the one that's the one that P. Diddy's still kind of lingering. The three serious ones he got out of, that's the major one he still got. But like I'm saying, this was not a minor. This was a woman of sound mind and body. She was an adult. The defense is going to say, why didn't you just contact your local authorities or get away? Why did you go along? Or you sure you weren't involved with this and playing along in this? I don't think Vince is going to go down like everybody thinks. I don't.
Yeah, but do you think the damage is done?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Does it matter? Vince is out the company, and they're already showing you. Look, Cena wanted Brock back. Triple H said we're giving Cena everything he wants, but it has to be more than that. Because if it had been just Cena and Brock, would have been that iffy on the table. They'd have been like, we can't. But if they were able to clear Brock, after all of this, that means they're not worried about Brock being guilty in this lawsuit. I
wouldn't worry about Brock being guilty in this lawsuit. Now, I was worried about Brock being brought up on not charges, but just his character in general. Like, let me put it to you like this: Brock Lesnar is a human being. To have that video of her peeing and him calling her what do you call her, a dog ass bitch, something like that, something stupid. But it how do I want to say this without sounding like a complete asshole? It's you wanted to see a video of her pissing. She sent you a video of her pissing.
Well, did she, or did Vince?
No. She sent him the video because he asked her for the video,
and she sent it. Not
yeah.
We're sure she pressed the button, not Vince.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of participating right now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's why he got off on that, because she sent it to him. Now, if it would have been a thing that Vince did and then there's so much shit there. Mm-hmm. But they're going to clear Brock because Brock is never brought up on charges. His name was mentioned in a lawsuit because he is a former UFC and WWE champion.
Yeah, big name.
Huh?
Big name.
Yeah,
big name association.
Well, that's what they called him, the UFC WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Right. Well, they want as much. The prosecution wants to drum up as much as they can with whatever, as much big names as they can. But here's how I look at it. And okay, we all know Brock's not a big people person. Okay, Brock does what Brock wants. Rena Lesnar is perfectly fine with that. She's even backed out of the public eye. She has no desire. They make money. They live on their edge. Now, both of those human beings know who Vince McMahon is very closely and have dealt with good and bad with Vince. And they know Vince's humor, what gets Vince's rocks off, how Vince is towards women. This didn't start yesterday. Rena has known since the 90s, before her lawsuit and after and coming back. And Brock, when you work that closely with Vince and you're one of the golden people, you know Vince's humor and what he's going to sense. So both of them that's why everybody's like, oh, poor Rena, poor Rena. I said, I doubt she's worried one bit, because one, Brock didn't touch the girl or do anything. And two, they both accept what's going on because they like that cash and they know how Vince is. So, like, Brock, I can hear Brock. Yeah, Vince sent me this. You know how Vince is. He likes his piss and shit, because that's always been Vince's MO. Anything to do with toilet humor, he laughs his ass off in the back. So they both know the character of Vince. They know the kind of things Vince goes for, and they're willing to say, yeah, pat you on the back. Yeah, that's you, Vince. Do you? And Brock's like, just pay me and I'm good.
Do y'all remember when Vince sent Tommy Dreamer in the bathroom to eat a urinal cake?
There's been a lot of piss and shit things on WWE television.
Fucking bullshit, man. I hate
There's been a lot.
There's a large.
He's gonna puke.
There's a lot of things with Tommy Dreamer. He does that stuff on purpose just to pop the boys.
Yeah, Tommy's known for being a gross out artist, but
if you go, hey, oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Wasn't it Sheamus and Jeff Hardy with the piss running around? And then didn't Chris Jericho and Punk, besides alcohol, have something to do with piss? And then didn't he had Pat Patterson with the shit stain on his drawers. Then he had Rikishi with the ass. Then he had his Kiss My Ass Club and made JR kiss his ass. And William, with Vince, that's his humor. He's got the humor of a 7-year-old.
Dick and fart jokes.
Yeah, that's what. and he's become known for it for the past 20 plus years of television.
Yeah.
And everybody, welcome, Phil.
Well,
What's up, guys?
I said you would make a run in when no one expected and cash in.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I kind of crashed. A little bit.
Yeah, we figured.
So yeah, well, I won't. Well,
We're going over SummerSlam. Let's try to.
You mean Summer Scam?
Damn.
yeah, pretend boo boo.
You got to remember, me and Phil been calling it summer scam for some years now. Biggest
Yeah.
scam of the summer.
Dude,
In all honesty, I watched it. It was a good show. It was a good show. Like I said, like night one, the shock of Seth Rollins not being injured. That was like, wow. Then I was never expecting seeing Brock Lesnar again. I was never expecting it.
That was on my bingo card, less than Rollins being okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
None of that shit was on my bingo card at all. I thought it was just going to be a normal SummerSlam.
All right, so
All right.
I'm gonna throw this out there before we go any further. Scarlett and Karrion Kross are done with the WWE.
I
don't know. Who knows?
Back to what
I don't
you just
think they
talked
are.
about, Mike. They brought up points of this manipulate. They said they did it with 1 or 2 stars that they contract get to the last week. Then people say, "Oh no!" Then they sign up. This could be another Swerve, bro. Like we just finished talking. We've been talking about Swerve since the show started.
But I don't know, but he's been really unhappy. He's never really happy, but he has been really not happy since since WrestleMania. Since they cut him out of WrestleMania.
Hey, Knight isn't happy either, supposedly.
Well, I think LA Knight realized this, and somebody said it on a podcast last night or the night before, and I agree 100%. You're not the man. You're never going to be the man. You're never going to hold the big gold belt. Your old Triple H said, "I'm not paying you the same money I pay the other guys when you repeat everybody else's catchphrase." Triple H said that 2 years ago. He said, "I'm not paying you Brock Lesnar money or Cody money when you're doing Savage and you're doing Austin and you do." He said it's not worth it. Triple H said that out loud. Like, if anything, that man is to become an Intercontinental Champion and forget about it. He's not going to be the one to take Cody. He's not gaining that either one of those 2 major titles. Forget about it. Not him.
And the messed up part is he's a good wrestler too.
Yeah, I agree. He is a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Too old. He waited too long for WWE. You got a better chance of seeing Drew McIntyre with another run, or somebody like that. I mean, we all know Braun Breaker one day. It's going to be him and Rollins going to have that split, just like Christian Cage and your boy.
Hold on, time out. I when you said Braun Breaker, here's a thing that just hit me so hard. Now it's on the realm of possibilities. Braun versus Brock.
Yeah. And he does have to pass that. They haven't passed that torch yet. Keith Lee proved he wasn't the guy. The Lars Sullivan dude didn't last long enough. I mean, they've been looking for somebody. What I said, Walter. I said let Walter be face and put Brock out the pasture before all this shit happened 2 years ago. That was my choice to be like, all right, here's how you could send Brock and make your new monster. You've got young Walter. He's charismatic. He could play. He could be a good face. I'm seeing now after his heel run. He's got the talent. He's very charismatic.
Gunther or Walter to be boring, but he's not. He's one of the
He's very entertaining. He's highly entertaining.
Yeah.
He's one of the most pure wrestlers that WWE has.
Yes, he is. He's talented, and I give him props. And the only thing I wouldn't have done was I wouldn't have let Punk beat him because it's like old man beats young wrestler. Like, come on, bro. But I would have let him win and then let Rollins cash in on Walter. That would have protected Walter. Then he still could have fought whoever later. I just don't like Punk. Punk is old and fragile. I don't believe Punk can beat Walter in real life. And
He's fragile, Phil. What do you expect?
I mean, dude, I caught something the other day and it made me laugh. First person to win the AEW and WWE World. I was like, nope. What about Jericho? What about Mox? What about Brian
Exactly.
Danielson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
that has to be a young guy right there.
the
I mean,
only one in history. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that had to be some kind of young guy that just started watching wrestling in the past 10 years.
Not even 10. Last 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny here, though, man. I mean, here we are talking about this debacle of, and I'm gonna tell you, the women's matches were a lot better than the men's matches, but the worst match on that card was Lyra Valkyrie versus Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. Yeah, that wasn't that.
That was hot garbage.
I heard about it, and somebody went over the logistics. They're like, you've got our hands zip tied. Okay, we have a wrestler detained. One point they fall off. She has to put them back on herself. The biggest mistake was we're going to go to a cage match with handcuffs right after and have somebody break metal. So we have a restrained match. That's like having the two wrestlers with the same finish or the same big spot in a row. You don't do that.
SummerSlam to me was a letdown. The night 2.
So it wasn't
Cena versus
SummerSlam for you.
Huh?
You know what? Night 1.
So it wasn't SummerSlam for
A
you.
lot better. Night 1 was a lot better
The
than
night 2.
Night 2.
But both of them together, I got a 2 out of 5. And the reason I gave it a 2 out of 5 was because of the 2 big surprises. The rest of the shit I could give a fuck about.
The general consensus on the entire show was that it was to boring. That it was they're not chasing anybody. They have nobody to beat, and they're on coast mode creatively and show wise. It's just coasting. That's the general opinion. That it was that it was. So a lot of matches were lackluster, not very entertaining. That the entertainment value was not there. That's the general consensus for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, it was
bring back La Parka to make him number 1 contender,
dude. And they were hyping up last night. AAA. Was it called Fantastica Mania or whatever it is?
Triple Mania.
Triple Mania. Okay.
Oh, that's CMLL.
I'm watching that shit.
The 4-way for the heavyweight title, Vikingo, El American Mule or whatever his name is, Dominic Mysterio, and who is the 4th member? Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, yeah.
I'm gonna say this wholeheartedly, and I don't give a fuck. I feel like Eminem. I just don't give a fuck.
No, I'm gonna watch that one. That's
I'll tell you why I don't care. Name one person. Why don't I hear myself echoing?
Mute. Yeah.
Anyway, name one person out of that whole match besides Vikingo that should win that match.
Oh, we already know that they're not taking the strap off.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm trying to get through.
I'm waiting for them to pull the trigger on Dominic Mysterio. They just put him over AJ.
And they put him over Dragon Lee last night.
Yeah, Dragon Lee's not winning. Dragon Lee is not winning.
No.
Does it mean
brothers
negative?
And Grande Mule is probably not winning. Now that they have 4 of them, I don't see. If they'd have kept him as 1.
We're talking about Grande?
Yeah, they Nacho El Grande Mule?
5, 6, 7?
4 of them.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, there's 4. There's actually
The
let's
2
see if
Creed
we
brothers, Pete Dunne,
One
and
is
Tyler Bate.
fucking Pete Dunne now.
Yeah, Pete Dunne,
Tyler Bate.
Oh
Tyler
my
Bate.
god.
Von Kaiser or whatever his name.
Is it Kaiser? I thought it was Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, the Creeds, and Chad Gable.
It's Chad Gable. There's 3 other people play. There's 4 people masquerading as El Grande Nacho Mule.
The main one was Walter's guy, or
Von Kaiser, Ludwig Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser and Pete Dunne definitely are playing the part, and there's one more. Erga named him in the chat, but I don't remember who it was. But he was right too. 4 good wrestlers, but
Taylor Bate.
not sure. Not I can't. I'd have to get out of here to look at it, so I'm not doing it.
So it went from.
no,
So
here's
it went
my
from
other
Pete
deal.
Dunne
Here's
to Bitch. I mean Butch to Pete Dunne. Now this Taco Bell Grande character.
Well, I think it's more
if they
like
have nothing for you, what the fuck do you do?
I quit.
Yeah, behind Kaiser was the bus with Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah.
yeah.
Number 2 guy on the fucking in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, his head doing this shit.
Yep, he would shine his shoes.
Yeah.
But
But I mean seriously though, the whole card and if you put both nights together, it was almost 24. It was a 12-hour show.
Too much.
I mean, why?
They want that. They think that's draws more extravagance and money. And I had when they said they were going to put WrestleMania at 2 nights, I was like, I get it. I don't like it. I'm not going to watch it, but I get it. But I'm like, no, not the 4 big ones for 2 hours. Or two nights like SummerSlam and Rumble. Please, no, that's just too much.
I don't want 2 nights of Rumble, dude. I can't, dude. I will
But
lose.
Survivor Series
I hope
2 nights.
I hope they don't do that.
If they do Survivor Series, I'm done, dude. I am so fucking done.
Yeah, that's gonna be overkill. Hopefully not. But SummerSlam being 2 nights, they didn't need to do that. They did not need to do that. You don't have to have every wrestler on the fucking card. Just the ones that matter, the matches that matter. That's why it gets boring.
Dude, they hyped this up to like I'm gonna be honest. All In was a long ass show. Okay, it was a long fucking show. It
But that was
lasted
a good show.
dude, but it lasted almost fucking 12 hours by itself. It lasted 10 hours.
Yeah.
Legit.
It was
I'm not
about
trying to be
6
funny.
hours.
That was a 10-hour show.
That
one
I
day.
think about 5 or 6 hours. That's how long Wrestle Kingdom shows are. Isn't that right, Jordan?
That varies depending on the year. And another thing I don't like is their 2 nights that they were doing. Well, I was not a fan of either because
But that
it
was
took
during
them.
COVID.
It was, but also, and it kept going without COVID because this past year they gave AEW night 2, and let me tell you, it stunk. Besides one match, night 2 stunk. It was besides Kenny Omega and Gabe Kidd, night 2, based on AEW, was boring as shit, and the attendance record showed it by over 6K
I don't remember
people less night
Do
2.
I? Oh yeah, night 2. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it was terrible. It was an AEW show. They were like, "Oh, since we do Forbidden Door, we're gonna throw y'all a bone." Yeah, you obviously didn't care about the Japanese crowd or the booking because y'all put a crap show together.
It was okay, but I can understand why it didn't do so well though.
Look at the attendance; it dropped
It-
big time from night 1 to night 2.
And plus, they didn't advertise it as much. I mean,
They could not advertise it. They could not advertise it because HBO told them they could not advertise it.
Really? Okay, see, I did not know that.
That was the legit, because it wasn't going to be streamed on their platform or
Right.
anything that they had anything to do with.
Yeah,
So fuck you, like fuck you. You do not speak of that shit.
the only way they could promote it was the New Japan talking on their matches. They were like, "Oh yeah, night 2 is going to be AEW coming in and all." It was a letdown, and the attendance numbers for paying people showed it big time. Showed that they were like, "We don't care about we normally do night 1, night 2, not this time. We don't care."
But getting back to SummerSlam here,
Summer scam.
SummerSlam. I like I said, it was okay. Night 1 was better than night 2, but was it? But I would say that All In was a lot better, even though it was a long show.
I'm going to say,
I think
Go
there was
ahead.
like one shit show. I think there's one match that was like it wasn't that good, but other than that, it was like.
I tell you what, y'all each give me a vote. Y'all each tell me one large massive night for a show, or 2 smaller shows over the course of 2 nights, and I think I know what we're all gonna pick.
one night.
Yeah.
One large night. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would do one long day.
I agree with y'all. I find that day two fatigue, no matter if it's my favorite company, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, here I go again. It's like versus
It's getting to the point where it's like you got to have money to go to the show. Like an average person can't go to SummerSlam. You
Dude,
can't
that's
do
been
that.
happening for the last 2 years, man. WWE they have literally, and I'm not trying to be funny, they have basically scalped their own ticket prices.
Yeah.
2-3 years ago, you could afford to go to WrestleMania, you could afford to go to Royal Rumble, you could afford to go to all these other shows.
Yeah.
Now, fuck, dude, you got to be almost a millionaire to go, or at least
it's like a couple $100 ticket just for nosebleeds. Then you got to take into factor of beers like what $10 to $15 a piece.
I think it's
Then
more
burgers
now.
are like $20 and everything. Then you figure like, hey, then you got to bring the family. So you know that quadruples your money. There's like the kid wants a T-shirt. You know, you buy a belt. You know, it's way too much. Like I said, everybody shits on AEW, but you know what? Go back and look at their ticket prices.
Their ticket prices are very fair, to be honest, and they have not inflated, and they're banking on that to help them. WWE has inflated to an ugly standard, and I will point the finger. Yes, they're greedy. Yes, I believe TKO's like get it up as well. I'll point the finger at all of them involved with WWE TKO.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at.
By the way, you called Khan greedy, called Tony Khan greedy Khan, but
For once, I will not call Greedy Khan when it comes to that. But for everything else, I will because that son of a bitch is greedy when it comes to share. He wants you to send you all your best talent, but when it's your turn, he don't want to send nobody. I need these people for Collision. Bro, Collision don't mean a fuck. Shut the hell up and quit lying.
Right,
Collision. You need 4 top stars for Collision. Get out of here. Collision. I'll cut a phone.
Sorry.
I give credit. At least he sent the Keshta for G1.
All right, listen, gentlemen. Okay, I just pulled up SummerSlam Night 1, the results, and this is why I hated it. The very first match of the night was Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, it was an okay match. It was,
dude.
I heard it was one of the better ones, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was to me. I watched it. It was an okay match. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't. Oh, it was like holy shit. But
all right. So you have. Let me quote. Let me put this over here. You legitimately see Jey Uso pinning Bronson Reed.
So we're going to the fact that I know country even touched on this is like a big guy beating up a little guy, or a little guy beating up a big guy, or something like that. Like,
yeah, you know, I mean, come on, make it make sense, man.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm at the top. I'm getting ready to make it make sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, you gonna beat Phil now? Hey!
Damn it! They don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Now, but hear me out. So that right there made no sense at all. Period. None. All right. And then the very next match, because how do you get Charlotte Flair over with the crowd? Oh, you pair her with Alexa Bliss. Why? Because Alexa Bliss is over with the crowd, and they don't want to boo Charlotte because of Alexa.
Wait, just imagine when that split comes. Who the crowd's gonna. I don't care how hated they try to make Alexa Bliss. Crowd's gonna cheer Alexa Bliss, who they gonna want to be the heel and boo Charlotte when they try to make her the face.
It's. They had to have a title around Charlotte Flair's waist. That match was the only person that I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more. As much as the women have talent, Raquel Rodriguez is still fucking green.
Yeah.
So green, in fact, that whenever she wrestles, even last night, whenever they had the rematch, you could see that she was still trying to go slow, and she was still too fast. And not only that, because Charlotte did the cartwheel and then the clothesline, and Raquel had to wait 13 seconds for it happened.
That comes down to two things. Either they're not getting it across to her properly in NXT when she was trained how to work at the right pace, or B, her nerves are getting the best of her, aka not being a professional.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: why the fuck is she even on the card? Why is she a champion?
Thank you.
So, in the next match, Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. Why is that even on a pay-per-view?
I
That's
agree.
A Raw match. That is a Raw match or a
That's
SmackDown.
that's not even a Raw main event.
No, it's not. It is. Neither is the Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa. That's a fucking Raw match.
It's because they had the queen
All three of these matches so far are a Raw match. This is a glorified Raw. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait.
It's been said that what you just said is the truth. A lot of people felt like it was a glorified Raw with matches that really didn't go anywhere, that didn't mean much.
Now, the only match that I've seen part of the Summer Scam weekend, Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton.
That was a good match.
I haven't heard anything about that one. Y'all gonna have to tell me. I've heard zero about that match.
Stratton beat the shit out of her.
Man.
It was a quick match. It literally was a quick match, and it was all basically one-sided.
That sounds good. Because Jade can't wrestle.
I try to watch Raw. Like heels should not do ads.
Oh yeah, Dom is the face of Wingstop.
Well,
Yeah.
he loves his chicken tenders. So I mean, why not?
And here's another one that shouldn't even been on the card. And I love Jelly Roll. I think he's a great musician, but he should have never had a match on SummerSlam.
He got the hard way injured too.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard that. Jelly Roll really did get Logan Paul hurt him.
Yeah.
Good. I hate Logan Paul.
No, Logan Paul hurt Jelly Roll.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Well, fuck Logan Paul then.
I got some bad news for you if you don't like Logan Paul. I'm expecting them to keep him as one of their top baby faces and maybe even put the belt on him for a run. I would be very worried.
And that match between Gunther and CM Punk was legitimately a knockdown drag out match. And Gunther made CM Punk look like $1 million.
That's what he's Gunther. That's why you hire that man and he's your world champ. The guy's young, healthy, great talent, charismatic, can play face. I think it's about time to turn that man face before he gets his next title run too.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins immediately hits a stomp and covers CM Punk 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And that's done because now that's a question. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How long are obviously they used LA Knight first as fodder to be fed to Rollins, your new champ. Just like Cody's gonna need a throwaway heel to eat a loss for his first title defense. How long can they drag Punk and Rollins until it happens? Survivor Series, the Rumble, WrestleMania. How long will they drag that out until they give the people what they want and that shit happens? But how long?
Dude, they've already done it. They've already done it to death. They've been wrestling since WrestleMania, dude.
Right, but how long until you get that title match and Punk gets the belt? How long are they going to stretch that? How long are people going to have to sit through that?
I don't care. I don't care. Dude, like I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, this shit right here, man, this past weekend, I am being 100% honest. This shit from this past weekend, and I fell asleep watching Raw last night, bro.
I always do.
So I mean, it
It's discouraging that they're the number one company and they're the most accessible to watch, and they give you crap television. That's what's discouraging.
I'm gonna tell you why they're so good at what they do, and people are probably going, "Oh, that ain't true." It is true. They control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
They control everything. They control it. That's what they do. I mean,
And they want more.
Unreal. They own AAA. They're going to own TNA. They own Evolve. They own several other companies over in the United Kingdom. I mean, dude, they have a lockdown of fucking shit. I'm not knocking it.
I'm waiting for Triple H's big dream to come true, and NXT in every corner of the globe to create a World Football League style tournament. I'm expecting an NXT Mexico and NXT Canada, China, or some country in China. The UK is gonna be rough. That's gonna be the last holdout, but.
Well, the Triple A is
They're
going
got
to
NXT Europe.
Oh, I thought NXT UK was canceled.
It was.
They're
NXT
trying to
Europe
make
is the thing.
NXT Europe.
So they're trying again.
Yes.
All right. That's their one fan base. Those UK fans. I mean, Mexico. Yeah, the people that own the company took the money, but the UK fans are going to be the ones that's going to stick up for their own local indies, and everybody else. They've been between New Japan and WWE. They've been trying so hard on Australia. It's not even funny.
Well, they're a bigger presence there than AEW is, and that's sad.
Yeah. They're New Japan. Fale has a dojo over there. He's been working on training Australian people, and that's not far away if you need to get to Japan for a match. So that's a pretty good ploy right there. That's not bad. I mean, short of Russia or Red China, North Korea, Triple H wants an NXT all over to get people. They want to control the wrestling world, and we all know as fans that's a terrible thing to have a monopoly to kill. That's only going to hurt your indies. That's going to take more talent from your indies to put in their wrestling style of how they want you to fight, to send you where they want to send you in the world. We know it's a bad thing. This could be worse than 2001.
We already lived through that with Vince through the late
WCW.
2000s and early 2000s.
I was just going to say this
storyline. God,
this could be worse than 2001 if they get their way. And the way it's looking, Phil knows I've been predicting this for a few years that they were going to branch out, and it all started with Tony Khan claimed he was competition. I'm like, you idiot! Why you should have played a New Japan and be like, oh, we'd love to work with you one day, but no, we're not going to reference you. No, the minute Triple H heard that, he's like, all right, fine, we're going to make sure this situation never happens again in history. We're going to build our company so high.
It wasn't a Tony Khan thing. The first person to throw the fucking gauntlet was not Tony. It was Triple H.
Really?
Yes. Do y'all remember Triple H saying what he did at the Hall of Fame ceremony whenever they inducted Billy Gunn in DX?
Yeah, after that was not the first comment though. Triple H's comment wasn't the first.
It was. That was before Tony Khan even had a television deal.
He called it a piss-ant company.
Yeah, but Tony Khan had made comments towards Triple H first, trying to say we're legit competition. That's why
they didn't have no TV. They wouldn't even. They didn't have shit.
Yeah, they did.
No,
I'm pretty sure they had Dynamite at that point.
They did not.
Wow,
that was before they even. That was before All Out, the very first All Out. That was before anything.
Triple H,
Triple
H tried to convince the Young Bucks and Omega to join them before they started, so they would not create AEW.
Oh yeah, they Vince even let him put out the narrative. He's like, yeah, go ahead and pay these four guys, get them if you can. And the Bucks, Omega, and Hangman, all not Cody, but the other three, they all went to WWE, sat down and listened to the deals, and we're talking serious. They all did. They really did. They didn't say no, we're not interested. They went over there, heard the money offers, sat down and WWE. They talked about it. It was a real deal.
They bet on themselves, and look what happened.
Well, I mean,
I think without Cody, none of it would have happened. Myself.
I mean, Cody was the biggest influence, and whenever that happened, though, honestly, God, truthfully, Tony Khan wanted to have CM Punk at that very first show, and Punk said, "Fuck you," and he said, "We'll see you in 6 months." And he said, "Call me in 2 years if you're for real." And Punk even talked about it that there was a number thrown out there, and he thought it was bullshit. He didn't know it was legit because he never talked to nobody. And then whenever Tony hit him up, and then he like, "Oh shit, that was for real? Okay, I'll come over and holler at you." And then all that shit happened, and then we're left with the remnants of what Punk left, and people are still upset because of that whole situation.
It was
people don't want to, because I mean, it left a lot of, dude. I'm not even trying to be funny. That left a lasting, nasty taste in fans' mouths of what happened.
It did, and I'm gonna call a spade right here. I'll make some people mad, but I'm gonna say the truth. All the bullshit that Tony Khan talked about Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. What do you think he hires Punk? Oh, here you go, your own television. Oh, whatever you say goes. He did the exact same thing he criticized Bischoff giving to Hogan. He gave to Punk. Only it was closer to $9 million before the deal was canceled. Yeah, he's guilty of sin. He gave him his own. Collision should not have been for Punk. Collision should be a dedicated ROH show with all that talent over there and those titles to boost that up as a whole nother company. I'd probably watch instead of it being a throwaway show.
Well, as a Collision is now.
See, you need somewhere for those people to go. Ring of Honor's going to get their own show. I just bought them. Oh, but Punk. Oh, yeah, get Punk, feed Punk. Bro, you asked the dude to piss in your mouth.
Now.
Tony Khan asked Punk. He said, "Yes, please, piss in my mouth while I pay you." That's what happened. And you want to know why the dude wants his way? You done gave a spoiled child 10 pounds of sugar and a loaded Uzi.
Well, not only that, man, you gave him his own dressing room. You gave him, you gave him everything he wanted and then some.
Yes, he's guilty. He has no right to talk about Bischoff or Hogan. He has no right. He did that with Punk, only he blew it within, a year and a half? How long it was till he blew it?
Last from 2003 to 2011 to 2023.
Now, this is where it's like I had to defend Punk at some of the times, too, because look at some of the shit he had to put up with. First, the Hangman situation. It all started with Hangman.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there for a second, Josh. Punk, before that, the first time he was in WWE. So everybody else is guilty and Punk is right?
You know what? Going back is like he was more of a disgruntled worker back then.
Punk is known for being a very successful, or at least one time, very successful and very good manipulator with words. He is known. In today's playing ball in WWE, he knows he can make the big money. He has to shut up because he has nowhere else to go unless he goes do a one-off in Japan. He has nowhere else to go. But Punk's reputation through the years, no, you can't just do what you want and then manipulate all these people and eventually you're going to become the problem. Everybody else in the world can be the problem and you're not when we hitting 20 plus people, Well,
you got to think even last, what was it, night one of SummerSlam, dude, CM Punk worked his ass off to make a great match. But those matches are very, very, very small, few and far between. Him and Rollins matches were not that fucking good.
No.
They are not that great.
Punk has not been on that level where he excited and entertained us since the 2000s. In 2011 Summer Punk, he had the momentum. He was the number one guy. That's like saying Austin was the number one guy in '99, but Austin couldn't wrestle like he once did. Was Austin the most over and had the right character? Sure. Could Austin wrestle like Stunning Steve? No. Mick Foley became at one time beloved in that ring. Could Foley go at that point? No. Was he a jokester and did the people love him and respect him for damn near kill? Yes. Punk earned his respect from the Indies, the early ECW, WWE, and then when he first came to the roster and became world champ, Punk got his respect for being a worker and the character then. By the time the Cena stuff came, the work rate was not there, and since that day, it has gone down.
All right, hold on, timeout. So, ain't no timeout. Hold on. in my personal opinion, CM Punk's best thing is talking and his entrance music.
Of course, you're damn right. You're damn right.
I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to defend Punk as a wrestler. He can go through the motions, okay? He can go through the motions and look decent. I'm not saying he don't. I mean, he's not 27 years old no more.
Obviously.
I mean, the dude's pushing 50. And yet he still thinks he's 27 up here.
The mistake, I don't mean to cut you off. The mistake,
no, you're good.
The mistake is instead of being petty, all those decade he was away damn near. Here's a great example. Edge was forced away for so many years with his injury. They was allowed to come back. Yes, you could see the emotion. Edge was like, wow, y'all still love me. I'm back. Yes, I cannot do everything I used to do. Would I have still been in the business this last 10 years if I could have? Yeah. Punk was healthier, could have went 10 years in the business without that break and got out now and saved his body, but no, he had to be a petty fuck.
I agree with that statement. But
yeah.
the other thing I'll say about Punk, and I don't want to talk about it anymore on this podcast tonight, is as a human being, I think he could be a nice person. But as a wrestler, and every wrestler has an ego. I understand that. They got to be stroked. They got to be pet. They got to be patted. They got to be.
But that was a business. He could be a complete douchebag.
I don't care. But this is what I'm saying, though. With CM Punk, him doing what he did at SummerSlam and busted open Gunther hard way, that was uncalled for.
Maybe they might have agreed to that, and Gunther might have said, yeah, I'll take it. And Punk's probably trying to give his all while he's still, because let's be honest, that situation we just saw at Rollins that turned out to be a hoax, that could be real life Punk any match in modern day. Punk could get injured again, Glassjaw style, and be gone for a year. That could very easily happen with how frail he is today.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, if you think about it, Punk is one, I wouldn't even say one injury away from being retired, but I don't want that for no wrestler whatsoever. I hate that. I hate when people talk about it. I've said it about people before, but the reason why I wish them to be injured so they fucking go rehab and fucking learn how to do their fucking job. One of them being Baron Corbin. I think he's a piece of garbage. I never liked him.
I never got him either.
And dude,
Baron Corbin,
yeah,
his very first NXT gimmick when the spotlight and then walk. That era of him was his best. Ever since then, he went.
No, he was a shit stain that got stuck to the toilet bowl for too long.
Yeah, damn.
He had the most. Around that time, Becky and Seth did that match together. He had so much go away. I was watching around this time. He had so much go away. He was making X-Pac look like a saint. Yeah, he had so much go away.
Dude, it wouldn't even go away. It's like, why are you on my fucking television?
Yes, get off my TV heat.
Yeah, I mean, and people want Karrion Kross on their television, and yet they don't know what they want to do with him, and this, that, and the other, and he may be gone. He ain't going nowhere. I mean, look what he did at WrestleMania, that fucking press conference. That press conference, that fucking interview, that promo he did, dude, gave me fucking chills.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the best. It was,
Y'all
Yes,
did get
one.
y'all got the tip off that the press conference was set up, right? It was all WWE personnel,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they didn't ask the wrong questions this time.
Yeah. But this
Yeah.
press conference from night 2 didn't happen
What?
from SummerSlam.
Night 2 they had like a mini stop, but it was all WWE personnel.
It was trash. It was fucking trash.
It was like that Unreal shit. It was made
It's trash. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not a fan of this bullshit. It's bullshit.
I agree. I agree.
And night 2, I watched night 1 and night 2. I gave it, like I said, I gave it 5.
TV though.
But the reason why I did, and I don't want nobody to agree with me. I don't want nobody to agree with me. I respect Josh's decision. Say it was a good card, but dude, the way I watched it, I was like, I'm watching Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
The only match that I was like, damn, that was good. There was 2 matches on night 1 that I was like, very fucking believable. The Tiffany Stratton match and the CM Punk Gunther match. Everything else was just like, why even have that shit on the fucking card? Why not have those 2 matches and then the other 2 matches from night 2 have one fucking night done? All that other bullshit that you did, why?
Too much filler. Too much filler.
Dude,
Or it could have been like zero hour shit, you know?
AEW does a pay-per-view, but guess what? Every match on that fucking card on a pay-per-view is like, damn.
Now you see, you're right. I have to give it to Khan did take the majority of the New Japan talent, but no matter if there's nothing on the line in the match, 10-1, you watch an AEW pay-per-view match with talent. Could be 2 minutes, could be 4 minutes. You're gonna get a match. I will. Now it's some of the best talent in the world, half New Japan, half Indie. But there's a reason you're gonna get good matches. WWE, you're gonna get some throwaway trash where you're like, bro, I might as well throw my money away on some cotton candy around the corner instead of watch this 5-minute bullshit.
That's why I'm glad I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since 97.
Yeah. So whatever Josh was saying about night 1 was a better show than night 2.
I agree.
Yeah, but the bad thing about night 1 was they had 6 matches and only 2 of them made sense.
A lot of that's fatigue. New Japan found this out. Phil, what we on, year 3 or year 4 of these double night Wrestle Kingdoms? And at the very beginning, okay, 5. At the very first couple of years, they encountered a problem, and I'll admit this. Night 1 was better than night 2. They were dying on night 2. The matches, the big stipulation happened on night 1. Majority of what you wanted to see happened on night 1. Also, it's tradition. January 4th is Wrestle Kingdom, so more people have booked the 4th than the 5th. I get it. They finally, not this year before last, night 2 was better than night 1, and I said, good on them for trying to improve themselves if they're going to do the 2-night format and make me interested in tuning in the second night. I'm not saying I have to, I want to. So I congratulate them on that. I find usually WWE is good at their main event for night 2, but everything else, or maybe one match before the main event of night 2, I find they slack on night 2s versus night 1, and they don't know how to get over that hump unless it's a What was the big pay-per-view? We had the 3-man match earlier this year at WWE, and it was phenomenal. It was like Punk, Rollins, and Drew.
Yeah, that was at
Rollins. It sounds like you're talking about Henry Rollins or something from Black Flag.
Was that Elimination Chamber?
It was a semi-main event earlier this year, and it was a 3-way, and everybody was praising, loving the match, and I said.
It was after Rumble. It was before Rumble.
Wait, was this? This might have been the match at Mania before the main event.
No.
This wasn't the match before Cena and Cody?
No, because that match was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Punk.
That's the one. Everybody was saying that match was tremendous and all that shit.
It was a good match.
Yeah. What I'm saying,
it was good storytelling.
right. That was it. But here's what I'm saying: Night 2 of WrestleMania, was it that good short of that match and Cody and Cena, which some people say wasn't even as good as the one that just had? 2 matches are not going to make my whole night, bro. Not in pro wrestling. Boxing, maybe. UFC, but not WrestleMania. I want to see some entertainment. Give me a Money in the Bank. Give me your lightweight guys flying around for the world. Their title. Give me a good women's, don't give me trash for 6 hours.
Do y'all remember back in the day whenever TNA first came up in the ranks and they had they legitimately had the best roster in the world?
Are we talking when they got the holdovers from WCW that didn't go to WWE plus?
I think Money in the Bank is stupid anyways. I agree.
Yes, because you had back then you had AJ, you had
Joe,
you had Sanjay Dutt, you had Christopher Daniels, Frankie
Joe.
Kazarian,
Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. I mean, dude, and then you had and the Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. You had
Yeah.
They
had a hell of a roster, and then at that one point when some of the WWE guys walked over, when Christian walked over, and Mick Foley and the Dudleys and the Hardy, RVD, they at one point in time they really had a chance to stand out, but that's when
yeah, and Sting. Don't forget Sting was there.
Sting finished out his not counting his work at AEW till the end. I'm not gonna count that shitty WWE run that was stupid.
When Seth Rollins injury, fucking dickhead.
Yeah, that was fucking that buckle bomb is one of the dumbest moves.
Dude, he ruined like 4 people's careers that year. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Sting, and Becky Lynch.
That stupid buckle bomb is one of the most unnecessary.
How did Seth Rollins ruin Becky Lynch?
Got her pregnant.
Oh,
I knew where he was going with that. But that buckle bomb is an unnecessary.
That was more like Bronco Buster right there.
that damn buckle bomb.
You the man? I'll show you the man.
If there's a move I could see leave wrestling and never come back, and I would not have a problem with it at all, let it be the buckle bomb. That's the dumbest fucking move.
No. The most dangerous move is the top turnbuckle brainbuster.
Oh, I didn't say most dangerous. I said dumbest.
I still think the top rope brainbuster is up there.
Rise Wrestling in the UK has canceled a Jimmy Havoc appearance set for the show in October.
He is not a loved man. He is not a loved man at all, man. I'm
surprised that D-level company was willing to pick his ass up today.
They're not. They wanted shot factor and they got it.
Oh, apparently.
I need his
other
autograph
wrestler
also.
was trying to get a booking, but they got a lot of death threats, and they what was his name? He's over playing with. Huh?
I got some for Jimmy Havoc to autograph. So
Marty Scurll was another one that got basically. See, this whole cancel culture bullshit. Now it don't make no sense because you have all that cancel culture shit, and then all of a sudden like, hey, here's Brock Lesnar again. You know,
I think Marty got robbed, bro. Because I mean, even if he did it in his country, that's consensual. That girl's age, even if he didn't know how old she was, that's consensual.
He knew, and he even said it was consensual, and she did too. But the thing is, it's frowned upon. Dude, it's morally, I can understand morally wrong, but it's not legally wrong.
No, in his country, you can be 17 in the UK.
Hell, in some states in the United States, you can be 16.
But the main outcry is the West.
That's your district right there.
Well, I mean, down in Alabama, it's 16. Tennessee's 13. I want to say it's
Tennessee's wild for that.
Yeah,
that's too young. That's still a child. That's still a child, man.
What you say? But I'm just saying. And Florida, right beside us, 18. Georgia, 18.
I think we're 18. I think in Louisiana, or it's at least 17. But I think it's 18.
Yeah. In Mississippi, it's 15.
That's insane. That's too young, man. Too young.
15, 16.
That's still children, man. I could let a 17, maybe some 17-year-olds or more mature or live the, and I understand the culture of today has changed. It's not like
And
when
it's
my grandparents have a lot of age, or they're all gone. They have a lot of age on them. They got married at like 15 years old and had can work like adults. Like my grandpa was 19 and 12, 20 building this house alone. You know, people didn't live as long. People aged quicker. People grew up more in the old days. Today with today's culture, people live longer. The kids are not as responsible as early. So I'm like, yeah,
but
get those damn ages up. That shouldn't be that low.
no, but the thing is though, the kids nowadays aren't even kids either though, man. They got cell phones at 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah, but this it's a tech. It's we traded in a hardworking culture for a tech savvy culture, and in the end, that's good until the day you get some kind of computer blackout, everybody's crippled.
Yeah.
They just coming.
Well, it's like
It's fucking
I'm
coming.
making sure my kid's gonna have a flip phone until they're ready.
I wouldn't even give them a flip phone, dude. I'd give them a beeper and tell them to go fucking make a payphone. Oh wait, they don't have those.
No.
I would not be giving any child 10 years old or younger a phone. That is ridiculous. And if they need to have it because I can't be a cut, then I would need to do my job as a parent and be around them, not be separated from them where I can't get in touch with them or not be watching them. That's ridiculous. I don't think if he left it up to me, I would say 13 at the earliest to give a child a phone.
I didn't get
At
a
the
phone
earliest.
until I was 15 years old, to be honest. And
Look-
mostly I used that phone for emergencies. This was like way before the smartphone era, too.
So
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna tell my
then
age.
again, look at some of our childhoods, man. Is like statistically, looking back on your childhood, should we have survived?
Technically, no, but we became tough because of it.
I think I got radiation poison, dude, for using the phone bag of hell.
Dude, I got bullied left and right. Dude, one time I was taking a...
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't been.
I didn't have any safe
I've been
spaces either,
kidnapped.
man.
Hold on, y'all are talking over each other. So what'd you say, Phil?
I said back when I was in high school that I was one of the last kids that didn't have any safe spaces. I was bullied like crazy back then.
No, I wasn't talking about bullying, Phil. I
No,
was talking
bullying's a
about,
whole entire different situation. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like shit that we done. Like,
yeah, dude.
I'm
Like,
talking about like going on bike rides 3 or 4 towns away.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, I have
Well, by the
scars of backyard wrestling all over my body, man. There's one
We-
there.
We know we know your story, Mike. We've heard it twice. We know about how you did that.
I get down, bro. I get
seriously,
down.
Like seriously, I think about sometimes of the stuff I did. I'm like, I'm surprised I didn't end up on the back of a milk carton.
I'm surprised my ass ain't got flowers, bro, in the graveyard somewhere. I'm just
Like,
being honest.
I finally told my mom all the stuff when we lived over in this other part of town in Hammond. I just finally told my mom like all the stuff I used to do, riding over to a creek, over the highway, going over to another part of town, going by hang out by a creek, and all that. Going out to this dirt path where they made a bike track and everything, doing stunts like one time I got injured. I had to have my 2 best friends carry me in I went sledding, hit a tree, twisted my ankle so real bad, and I had to have my friends pull me on a sled, try to pull me to my house about 4 blocks away. Then finally, some dude in a truck finally saw what was going on, put me in a truck, took me home. And now I think about it, I'm like, this motherfucker could have kidnapped me.
Dude,
Like I said, the shit that we used to do, we should have been either dead, kidnapped, stunned.
Me and a lot of my boys cheated death a lot of times because we used to do some dumb shit. I remember we had a it's been used in some movies. They tore it down and redid it. It's in some movies, but we had a bridge like a Choctaw, Grand Bayou. We used to call it Grand Bayou Water Park because instead of going to a water park, we'd go there and there was a bridge. It would go high in the air and, about a story up for cars to drive over this bayou. And this is alligators and everything. It was a boat launch. And we would jump off the bridge. We had rope swings. We had tires. That was our water park. And, this is in the bayou water. And down there at the bottom, people used it as a dump for so many years. If you would hold your breath, we'd try to go to the bottom. You'd be hitting washing machines, car doors, all kind of shit. Well, one of my partners, he decides, he's like, I'm gonna jump off with my BMX bike. So he gets on, and it's a wooden rail on the side of this bridge, hand done. He stands up there and jumps off with his bike, crashes through the water. He's all right. Another one jumps off with a chair. I'm like, bro, if you'd have leaned back, you'd have paralyzed your back. I'm like, this close. Then the next one jumps off with a mattress, a full-size mattress, flat. He goes straight down. His knees, his head hits the mattress, whiplash, and you see him roll over into the water, and we go get him. And he's shook up. We're like, bro, you lucky you didn't paralyze yourself, rather. And this was a daily occurrence with the kind of shit we would do. I mean, we would blow out cars and shit.
I mean, we had a quarry over here in East Chicago, and I remember this little stone pillar that we used to jump off into this to this little pond that they used to have. And I remember walking around this pond, and all of a sudden I look. There was one of them old-fashioned ambulances in the fucking pond.
All right, I was to tell y'all a story that this didn't happen. Okay, nowhere between, but
allegedly.
Yeah, it's one of them allegedly stories.
Well, it's what's the word I'm thinking of? The criminal act is timed out or some shit.
We hope. I don't know if I can be charged with this at all. It was a stolen car. Okay. And we didn't know it was stolen. It was a Volkswagen Baja Bug, 1970, green.
Damn.
And it had tires on it that from the ground up were about almost 3 foot tall. And we were taking this thing mud riding, and that was a thing to do. Mind you, I was 17 years old. So that's
River's Edge.
Go long time ago. So we get this Baja Bug. It was 3 people. I was driving. No, I was not driving. I was not driving this car. Did not drive this car. Did not.
He was not driving.
I did not.
All right,
drive.
you want to hear a fucked up story? I'll tell you.
Hold on. Get me finished, Bill. You can tell your story.
All right, I will. I'll tell you.
All right. So it was 3 of us in the car. One guy sitting in the middle of the console, and it was a 5-speed, and it had a sunroof cut up in the top. Well, we took it down behind. Now they built a school back here, and it was a big old mud pit in Saraland, and we got stuck so far that the mud came over the top of the tires, hit the front of the grill, and the bug just you ever seen those movies or like the old school mud rider, like the big monster trucks, whoa, and they just get stuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they don't never show you what happens afterward. We got stuck and the bitch started sinking. So yeah, we crawled out the top of this thing and we had nowhere to go. And I'm not shitting you. When we climbed out of the top of it, the water was like just rushing inside the top of the fucking the sunroof, just gushing in there. We're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, y'all was thinking,
how the fuck do we get the car out? And then everybody's like, what car?
Yeah, abandon the car, try to save your life.
17 years old, bro. So come to find out the car was stolen. And we didn't know, dude. My buddy got like interrogated by the police. Like, hey, we know y'all took it. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we didn't know shit. But yeah, that bitch was fucking sung, dude. And I was like, lucky we didn't get fucking put in handcuffs at 17 years old for fucking
because they couldn't find the car.
I remember, like, when I was
nobody found it.
Old, me and a couple of friends that were not. Some of these people I really don't associate with anymore, but they kept driving to like phone booths and kept dialing 911 while I was in the fucking cruise. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ! He kept doing it all around like Ocean Springs Pascal. I'm just like, I'm surprised I didn't get busted. We didn't get busted,
dude.
I got one for y'all. We used to
during the when we still had pay phones.
Yeah, and we would drive around at night and get high and shit. And when we were like teens, somebody that could drive, we'd jump in with them if he couldn't drive. I waited late to drive because I was like, I don't have to, I don't want to. Just like a cell phone, I didn't have one for forever. I must have been around 17 when I was probably the youngest. And we was in my partner's car, which he used to drive this thing like a go-kart, head on traffic, 100 miles an hour. He's looking behind us. I'm like, dude, just in time to save your life. And we was in this nice neighborhood in another town. I won't say where. My cousin was in the car with us. And they decided to roll down the windows. And they're like, bro, grab that dumpster. And one of those big, those big dumpsters, we get out the car. We're out the window, and he's like, all right, well, let us hold on and start slow. And it's a long straightaway in this nice neighborhood. And so the car's going, and we holding on to the dumpster's coming with us. And all of a sudden, there's a 45 turn at the end of this road. He's picking up speed. Like, let it go. And that thing goes right into somebody's house and car.
Oh, shit.
All right, so here goes another story. I don't know if I'll have like a bunch of like signs or like vote for me and shit. Because right now, everybody's like place 2, place 3, and all that shit right now.
What we
talking about? Like vote for me. I'm going for mayor. Or I'm going for place 2.
Cardboard signs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So this is before I went to the military. Me and a bunch of my friends. We went around taking a bunch of these signs out of people's yards and putting them in people's yards that we hated.
Wow.
Like every fucking sign we saw. I shit you not, dude. One house had at least about 400 signs. Like, dude, we didn't give a fuck, dude. And then there was another one. The stop signs, like the newer ones, they still have the wet cement at the bottom of them. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hadn't fully fucking got hard yet. You can just take them up, throw them back of the truck, take off with them.
Yeah.
All right. So we did that one night, and we had another friend of mine had 2 pairs of post hole diggers. So we're sitting here digging out holes in people's yards and throwing fucking stop signs in their fucking yards. Dude, we did some fucked up shit, man. Some fucked up shit. I'm telling on myself, dude. I'm surprised we never got in trouble for that shit. Like, legit, man. Like, fuck. What else did we do that was like fucking crazy?
One day on a boring night when there's not too much to talk about, I'm gonna give y'all the epic saga of my 18th birthday and the madness it caused and the destruction.
Dude, I'm gonna tell y'all my worst birthday ever, real quick. I was 21 years old. Guess where my mother decided to have my birthday at?
Strip club.
I didn't hear you.
At a strip club?
Oh, I wished. Dude, I've been epic for 21 years old, dude. I would have loved that shit.
Don't tell me it's like Chuck E. Cheese.
I was waiting to get fucking McDonald's? Cheese. McDonald's?
No, Chuck E. fucking Cheese, dude.
Well, not even the good Showbiz Pizza back in the day. Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. fucking Cheese.
That's funny.
It was the worst birthday ever. My mom was like, "Oh, it's fucking." I was like, I had one homeboy show up with me, and he did this the whole time. Dude, can we fucking leave, please? I feel like really, really bad here. I was like, yes, we can. My dad's like, get the fuck out of here. We're like, yep, we're bouncing. Dude, we jumped in the car and left, man. We went to a strip club and then did some other stuff. But yeah, dude, that is the worst birthday ever. So if you ever have anybody that's like, hey, I'm 19 or 20 years old and they're having a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, don't let it fucking happen. Friends don't let friends have birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's pretty shitty. In the 80s, when they had the classic, or when it was like full arcade,
Showbiz
that would have
Pizza.
been the shit.
Showbiz was the shit, dude. I remember going to Showbiz Pizza when I was a kid, man. I love
Me
Billy
too.
Bob and all that shit.
I
dude.
didn't care about the characters, but it was about 88, 89, and we had one in New Orleans, and they had the Shuffle Alley where you
That first strip was not 18.
you guys remember Shuffle Alley? Y'all are old enough.
Yeah, you mean skee ball?
No, Shuffle Alley. The puck, there's a long table with salt and some pins, and the pins don't touch the ground. They go up automatically, and you throw the puck and the
Shuffle bowling.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with bowling pins, but they automatically go up and pop down. But it's called Shuffle Alley. There was a few different brands, and they had one of those. And if my parents would have let me, I'd have spent every last token. I was having a blast on that thing.
Dude,
But
do you remember the little?
I remember.
Do you remember the at Showbiz, man? They had the little seat when you were a kid, man. And
I
it
was
goes
I
up
was
and
too
down.
I was too old for it, and I actually sat in it just to do it one time, and I was like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
But in the same breath, in
In
the same breath, I sat in the rocket that goes up, the big rocket, and then the hole in the ceiling. And I was a big space fan as a kid, and I was kind of more based on reality. Well, I thought I was really going to the moon, so I started crying and they had to take me. I thought I was leaving because when I saw the hole in the wall in the roof, and I thought I was really leaving, and I'm like, I don't want to go now, and they had to take me out.
All right, there, Commander Tom.
Yeah, I remember being out of it, kind of crying. Mom was, and my dad's he's standing up, he's like, well, I'm gonna get my money's worth. He's doing the level up, down, up, just standing up out of it, up, down, up, down. But yeah, there's a classic one of something you don't hear about every day, or one of me being afraid. There you go.
I think one of the best ones I had actually. Let me see. I was early 20s, and it was about the time when they re-released Star Wars in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you're talking about the special edition?
Yeah,
Right before Phil.
90s.
I'm gonna cut into Josh's thing 1 second because I bought it as a birthday gift to myself. It was the last time the original trilogy in VHS was $50 for all
when
three.
they digitally remastered.
No. This was the original films.
Yes, what I meant.
For the very last time. Right after that, they did the special edition.
When they
re-released what Josh is saying in the theaters, and the special editions came right after this.
Yeah, and they were never on DVD.
Yeah.
Actually, it's crazy.
No, that's true. Yeah, the original releases never were on DVD until later. They got a combo now. But get back to the story. So me and my buddy Mike, we were Star Wars nerds at that time. So this was the time the Power of the Force toy line was out. So it was like it was like there's like they got lightsabers. Ooh. This is before the FX stuff. So he picked up the Darth Vader one. I think I picked up the Luke Skywalker. Then one snowy night, it was. I know you guys don't get snow, but this was.
Don't rub it in, asshole.
We actually got snow back in January.
Yeah,
this was snow. I'm talking about like it was like like a good 2 foot on the ground.
Dude, we got a foot.
Josh,
exactly got the exact type of snow.
We got 3 to 4 feet of snow for this beginning of this year, like for the first time since 1988.
Damn.
Yeah, we had real snow where I had snow up to my knees at some point.
I made snow cones.
Was it yellow?
But anyways, so I walked over to my buddy's house. And it was like,
damn it, Mike.
mind you, we're both in our early 20s. And it's like we got these fucking toy lightsabers. I called my buddy, and it's like just before I didn't even have a cell phone, and I just shouted out, "Hey, Mike!" He came out the top. He's like, "What?" Now it's snowing. You get the picture, just like it's 2 feet on the ground. It's snowing. It's like it's got that good haze where everything is just illuminating, glowing. He's like, "I'll be right there." He's like, then he comes out with his red lightsaber, and we start having a freaking battle in the alley. At one point, the cops is like a cop got called. It's like they're fighting in the alley. They come, stopped, looked at us. We're over and everything, and they just looked at like, "Fuck this shit." Grown ass man and just having a lightsaber battle.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Growing up back in the day, I don't wish anybody had to go through the shit that we all went through, but they should at least go through it for a weekend.
A weekend.
Also, I want to give a shout out to I'm still listening to a lot of Ozzy and Sabbath, and I miss you, Ozzy.
Yes. Hey, you know what kids should have to do? They should have to do what we had to do back in the day. Rent a fucking movie.
Not sure.
Yeah.
And also,
a lot of times we didn't have the money for that. We'd have to put our money together to go get somebody who was old enough to buy us the beer for us to go ride 10 miles on a bike, to put it in a bag, to bring it back where we could drink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, I remember this. I was 13 years old, and I lived in this ghetto-ass city. And we had a bunch of, like, homeless people, and this person decided to give the homeless a care package. They put 4 bottles of wine, 2 12-packs of beer, and 4 packs of smokes. Okay?
That's a luxury resort.
Bro, 13 years old, we're on bicycles, man, and we case this house, right? We're casing this bitch. Like, we're riding up and down. Nobody's touching this shit. Nobody's even going near this shit. So me and my homeboys, man, we owned the alleys back then. We called it our turf, our neck of the woods or whatever. We owned this area. So we went over there and we took all that whole fucking box, took it to our homeboy's house that we were spending the night at, out in the shed. Because back then, that's what you did, you know, like you had like instead of like camping out, we stayed in the shed. I don't know if anybody's ever done that where y'all are from, but that's what we did. So we had this box of wine and beer and smokes, and 13 years old, dude, we were fucking hammered, dude. I'm talking shit-face hammered. And
I tried Everclear when I was 15.
Dude, and we were laying out there in the backyard, man. We're like looking at the stars. And my cousin looks at me and he goes, "I don't think we should have drank that." I was like, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we should have drank that either. And our other buddy was over there bombing his guts up, and we're like, oh, it was wine, it was peppermint schnapps, butter schnapps, and 2 12 packs of beer. That's what it was. And I think one of them was Michelob Light, or no, Keystone Light and Natty Light. And 4 packs of smoke. So it was Winston, Marlboro, Pall Mall, and Harley Davidson.
We'd have drank that in an hour when we were kids.
Dude, we killed all that shit, dude. We were fucking sloshed. I'm talking, holy fuck. Alizé, because she was drinking Alizé. No, we didn't think we were hardcore. We were fucking idiots at 13 years old. We were fucking idiots. And I'm telling you, man, that had to be the most gnarly hangover I've ever had in my entire life. Because the next morning, I got woke up by a dog licking me in the face, and I was like, I remember doing this. Whoa.
At least y'all had a place to go, because when we were kids, we
didn't have a place to go. We couldn't go inside. We couldn't get in touch. We didn't want nobody to know what the fuck we were doing, dude. We were in the backyard.
Our problem was you didn't have a backyard to go. First, I'd get a ride to that town I'd go hang out in. Then that was a 4-mile walk one way through a dead-end swamp with no streets, just a road with houses on the side, all the wildlife you can imagine. And You would take off walking down that road, and you'd hope you could get touched or bump into somebody. Not only you could get messed up, but a place to go. And a lot of people didn't have houses, a place you could go. Sometimes we'd go to this thing called the Land Bridge, and this was outside, no tent, no nothing. You'd cross the slope. There'd be this flat area in the woods, in the swamp, and we'd just all go there because there was nowhere else to go. Or you try to go to Mikey's camp if he was around, which was the entire walk of the entire road one way. And you had to walk with people because there was these two gaps that there was no civilization. And if you were alone, the coyotes, the red eyes, you'd see them, they would come for you in packs. So you had to walk. Either you had to find a bicycle for yourself if you were alone to cross these sections, or you had to walk 2 or 3 people talking and conversating for the coyotes to know we're not gonna fuck with you. Whereas you're alone, they're gonna jump you, pack mentality, and try to kill you.
Shit,
You know,
man.
Yeah,
it's like we're saying, man. It's like the stuff that we did. The stuff that we did should have killed us.
Yes. Yeah. I got dead status +4.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
4 times.
I'm telling you, man. If I was a D&D character, I'd be dead right now.
I died 4 times and came back.
It was
Dude,
either
I'm telling
coyotes
you.
or cholos.
Dude, cholos. Wow. I know what you're saying by coyote. That's pretty racist. I'm playing. Coyotes have to get to the border, and cholos or never mind.
No, I was talking about real coyotes trying to munch on you.
I was talking about what Monica was saying right here. She said,
Yeah.
was that?
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm talking about actual creatures. Not
Yeah, I know what you meant. No play. But so what comes up this weekend? How many weeks are we away from Forbidden Door? Is it 2?
It's about
It's
2.
this month. It's this
I
month.
think,
ain't it?
I think Triple Mania is coming up next. Then it's Forbidden Door.
Something we need to do is get an official count on the. I'm completely lost. Phil's probably watching more than me, but we need a count on who's ahead in the G1 in each block.
Me,
We need to figure that out.
Tanahashi's in the win.
Tanahashi is not winning that thing. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's Lord Pants. It's Lord Pants.
He's ahead in the points.
He's doing really well though. Taichi is.
I'm expecting him, dude. I called the craziest prediction of my life, claiming that he's gonna win the G1. No, he's gonna beat everybody, lose to ZSJ, and then ZSJ is gonna challenge him in Wrestle Kingdom, and then he's gonna win the belt. That is like the craziest prediction I could have ever picked, and I'm sticking by it. But yeah, the people are going nuts over Lord Pants.
So other than SummerSlam, is anybody got any packages?
Yeah,
Let's talk about some packages.
I got my new vinyl shipment plus a few miscellaneous things in big order this week. I spent about $250 this week alone. Or no, excuse me, 3 weeks. I've got packages coming in every week now.
Well, I actually went to a horror convention.
You went to a horror convention. What was your name?
And the
The train is here, baby. The train is here.
I went to a horror convention. I actually picked up this hat.
Faces of Death. Speaking of which, I think I have Faces of Death 4 on VHS somewhere.
What I'm gonna get some more of that, but also just I picked these up today.
What do we got? I can't read that.
Skid Row. Slave to the Grind. That's a good album.
Hey.
Season of the Abyss. That's one of my favorite Slayer albums.
Season of the Abyss.
Yeah, I gotta look at the TV because my phone's too small. So.
That's another good Slayer album.
And
Ready Good.
I just picked these up today for like $10 a piece.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, those go for like $7 on that auction I watch.
I actually got.
Then this is something wrestling related. Like I said, I went to a horror convention. I met this one director. and he did this movie called Mohawk.
That was pretty
Basically,
legit.
it's your basic colonial invasion of the Indians and all that. But the reason why this is kind of wrestling related is because
Luke
Harper's in it. Brody Lee. And this is when he was injured. I guess they actually wrote this part in. He was, I think he had a broken leg or something like that. So they wrote his character having a leg injury so he could be in the movie.
Jake Huber.
So yeah, I picked this up. I'm gonna one day I'll watch it.
One day he'll watch it. Listen to him.
I'm actually watching this anime called Chainsaw Man.
I got this one for free. It's called It's Just a Game. So it's a horror movie. So I'll check that out.
Has anyone ever seen this?
I've heard some of it. This Spinal Tap for horror. You never coming out with Spinal Tap 2?
It was made down here. A lot of people I know were extras in the Elton John scene.
But here's the oddity that I picked up that I can't believe they had.
I was not at the mall, damn it.
Here's the oddity where I can't believe they made it into a Blu-ray.
Oh dear God.
That awful Captain America.
That's in the 80s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s, yeah.
So, yeah, I picked that up, and it's like...
Oh, the old Captain America.
Yeah, they only made... for the Blu-ray release, they only made 1,000 copies, and that's it.
Yeah, it was the original Spider-Man trilogy back in the day. It was not. I actually enjoyed the old school... the original, not what y'all thinking, not the 2000s or 90s, but
I got those.
Yeah, those original Spider-Mans. You didn't really have any cool villains because of the tech wasn't there, but the guy that played Peter Parker, he's the best Peter Parker, I think.
You know what? I was hoping when they did all the crossovers, I was hoping they would contact that actor to play an older Peter Parker. I was hoping to do that.
That guy was so good. I find even the cartoon in the 90s was based off of him, I find.
I didn't like that movie. I thought the movie was terrible.
It was all right movie. I mean, heck, I picked it only for a couple bucks, but Subspecies 5.
On a horror note, Phil walked away. I'm gonna wait till he comes back because he's gonna want to hear this. But
that was a good movie.
DVD.
I also got it signed by Charles Band
this week. It's Chainsaw Man. I got this at Walmart. I picked it up about a human that basically died and his demon pet dog creature basically used him as his heart now, and now he's like this human hybrid demon named Chainsaw Man.
All right, I'm gonna go piss. I'll be back in a second.
All right. I even got the actor to it.
Here's another one I picked up, Dragon Slayer, if anyone remembers that.
I slightly remember that.
One of my favorites. And this one, I actually, the reason how I got this hat.
Not enough boobs.
The reason why I got this hat is because they were selling this. Faces of Death Collection 1 through 4.
They actually have it at Walmart. At a certain Walmarts, for what I've seen.
So I think they have the whole set of Faces of Death now too.
Yeah,
that's what this is, 1 through 4.
Okay.
Now this one I picked it up for pure comedy because I remember this movie being played like on like Skinamax back in the day, or it was an edited version on USA or something like that.
Can a woman in the avocado jungle death?
It's got Adrian Barbeau in it, along with what is his name? Shannon Tweed's in this. Holy crap!
Gene Simmons' wife?
Yeah, and Bill Maher. Bill Maher's in this.
Bill Maher's in there.
I also have
I picked up this one. It's like I got it.
I have a Blu-ray that's also pretty controversial. It's. Oh yeah, I'll show you something controversial.
Shoot, you want about controversial? I will bust out the controversial shit.
This book's
Have you ever seen Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah. Please don't break out a Serbian film. Please
And
don't break.
Who, me?
Probably one
A
of the
Serbian film is the worst piece of garbage ever made.
You ever heard, Josh? You ever heard of this anime?
What is it?
Height.
Yes.
If Cannibal Holocaust is on a list, it's number 10.
I have that movie. I have that movie on
A
Blu-ray.
Serbian film is number 1. That is just pure trash.
I got Cannibal Holocaust.
man. I
I
love
got
Rubber.
Spit on Your Grave. The original.
I Spit on Your Grave is
Rubber.
a kids movie compared to a Serbian film.
Oh,
Cooties
God.
was good too.
Who?
Cooties, the horror movie where the
Cooties
kids.
was hilarious.
Yeah, I
But-
know.
Also, some other stuff that I got done. I got some Freddy Krueger.
Nice.
Just imagine. It would be funny if you gave him a Jason action movie that says "fuck you, Jason."
Yeah, he does that. The actor, he was there. The actor that played Jason and Freddy versus Jason. He actually will put on posters with Freddy, and it is like "fuck you, Freddy."
That was sadly that was not Kane Hodder in Freddy versus Jason, who everybody considers the definitive Jason. It was not Kane Hodder.
Speaking of which, this is Kane Hodder. I mean, you could see his autograph like right here.
Nice. That's nice.
But I did get to meet Kane Hodder, so I did get him to sign that one.
Okay, now that y'all are back, well, Josh is still showing stuff, but I got 2 horror pieces of news after Josh is done.
From
You ever seen
Terrifier.
the kid?
Yeah.
She was funny in Terrifier too.
Hey, I have a question real quick before we go any further. It's a horror movie where the opening scene is a guy stepping on dogs' heads and killing them. And he was put in an electric chair and lived.
I have no idea.
Damn
It's not Shocker.
No. That movie was a Stephen King movie.
It's a Stephen King movie?
Yeah, Shocker is.
Oh, no.
That was
I-
directed by Wes Craven.
Oh yeah, Wes Craven.
All right, Josh, that was everything?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, besides this cool ass tank top I got right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, related to all of this, I'll start with the video game first, then we'll talk about the movie. First of all, we have, I haven't heard any of y'all mention it, so I don't even know if y'all know. Phil might have heard. We have a Hellraiser video game. Clive Barker, the director. Clive Barker is involved, and the original Hellraiser himself, I can't think of his name.
Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley is voices and is Pinhead, and this game is looking like they're holding nothing back.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna.
I hope
Actually,
they'll
I pre-ordered
they'll probably have to tone it down so they won't get an A rating though.
Well, I saw sex
I saw
scenes from the back where you couldn't see parts, and I saw some skin getting ripped, and there's collector's editions being sold for display right now. Everything Doug Bradley signed sold out. It sold out already. This is going to be for the most modern systems. No Switch 2. This is going to be like PC, PS5, most recent Xbox because of the hardware, but it's supposed to be getting a real backed by the people, Doug Bradley style Hellraiser movie.
Yeah,
on a video game.
I am definitely pre-ordering that. Actually, that's on my list. I just pre-ordered the Mortal Kombat collection.
Oh, okay.
The Legacy collection. Is that? But yeah,
I want to get that.
that's my next one.
The second Mortal this has nothing to do with it, but you just reminded me. The second Mortal Kombat movie linking to that last one that came out is ready to go. That thing's coming out. Yeah, that's happening. But all of this horror talk, How about a new Friday the 13th with Jason back at cabin in the woods? What do y'all think?
Toasty.
Well, it's supposed to be a series. It's called Crystal Lake. It's more focused on the mother.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I heard it was going to be a new. I heard it was going to be a new full-length Friday the 13th film.
Yeah, Pamela Voorhees played by the chick that played Velma in the live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
Well, she'd be old enough by now. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I heard. But no, there is another. Well, there's a series called Crystal Lake. It's going to be based on Pamela Voorhees, but I think there's another one that is going to be a Friday the 13th one with Jason in it. But it's not called Friday the 13th for some reason.
Okay, well, I saw a poster.
It's called Crystal Lake.
I saw a poster or not a teaser, but a hype picture.
Yeah.
And it had the silhouette of Jason in the woods with the cabin. I'm like, oh, finally, we're not going to New York or we're not going to space. This might be good if they do it right.
Hey, Jason X was awesome.
Get out of here, bro. The girl at the store told me that. She's like, I know it's a horrible movie, but she's like,
it's funny in a cheesy way.
She's like, Jason X is a comfort movie.
Now it's funny in a cheesy way. So I'll take that.
I can't.
There's I just saw the teaser for Crystal Lake, but that's more focused on Pamela Voorhees. And
it sort of kind of reminds me of Bates Motel in a ways.
Then but I did see that they're doing a like one with Jason, but I forget what the name of the movie is called.
Okay. Well, all I know is it's supposed to be a new Friday the 13th movie. They're not saying it's a reboot or a follow-up. It's just supposed to be a new movie, and hopefully it's kind of decent. Maybe we get some actors that aren't too ditzy we could connect to before they die and show their tits. Maybe.
Yes, there we go. That's what makes a good slasher movie. 1, brutal deaths. 2, a shower scene. 3, tits.
But let's hope we get, unlike Freddy and Jason in the modern movies, let's get some actors that aren't so or the remake of Friday of Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's hope we get some actors that don't make us want to commit suicide.
We also have some like eye gouging, kung fu, banana fu, gun fu. And
well, they're supposed to be coming out with a new Nightmare series, ain't it?
I haven't heard, and my problem with that is after Robert Englund, bro, we tried it with somebody else. I don't see anybody else being able to make the character work. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it being that 2010 one was so bad. Me and my old singer watched it together, and we were just so disappointed.
They made him like they turned him into a creepy pedophile.
Yeah, well, I get that. I rather think of him not as a pedophile, just a killer, and I get it, and I get that it was played more serious. I get that he looks different. The main problem is if you don't have Freddy's acting, and it doesn't always have to be the stupid comical stuff, but the wooden acting from the teenage, that girl was no Heather Langenkamp. Let's just say that she had nothing on the original name. The acting was terrible. Terrible.
I didn't even like her in the remake in the English adaptation of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo either.
She was great in New Nightmare though. The Wes Craven one where Freddy's more of an entity. She was great in that. She played herself.
Heather Langenkamp, she was awesome in Wes Craven.
She played herself though.
Yeah, but they were great. That's a great movie too. But
you even had John Saxon in that film too.
Met John Saxon before. I actually got
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mr. That man is a legend from freaking
Enter the Dragon.
Yes, I
actually got him to sign my DVD copy of Enter the Dragon.
I heard he was a nice guy too.
I see old girl in the chat saying they made it for another generation and they made him more like a burn victim. I understand that, but and I forget his name, and I like him in other stuff. But
He was
played
Rorschach.
Rorschach in Watchmen.
yeah, he doesn't come
Jack Darrell
across.
Haley.
I don't care who they get. I don't think they're gonna be able to get somebody that, whether they play the scary horror villain or the comedic. I just when you have that much personality in a role like Robert Englund did, I just don't think it's ever gonna be able to be. You could get somebody to play. You can get somebody to play Mike Myers. You can get somebody to play Jason Voorhees. You can even though I think it's a shame that you can't. Doug Bradley's too old. You can get other Cenobites to play the part of. Even I don't like the Pinhead ripoffs. I'd rather go with another character. But Robert Englund is so synonymous with Freddy. It's like he is the star. You find that out by the third movie. He is the fucking star of the movie because he's that damn good, and he's not even being cheesy until like parts 4 and up. He's just that damn good. I mean, he plays the part. His stature, the way he stands, is just—it's so fucking good.
Yeah. But the one thing I did talk to Robert Englund, I'm pretty sure he got like a bunch of Freddy questions. The one I actually brought up was when he was in the TV series V from back in the day, and it's like he was actually happy that someone brought that up. It's like, yes, I always love doing that because it actually got my face out there instead of being synonymous with Freddy and
Right.
makeup. So,
Yeah.
As an actor that got my face out there, I'm like, okay.
A lot of actors that get tied to a B movie role like this, their big regret is they can never move past it, or they have trouble not being that character to go to another role. And so a lot of these actors, you'll watch YouTube today and you'll watch them talk, and you can hear the regret in their voices that I'm glad for the success of what happened, but I would have liked to have got out there in other ways, but I was too tied to character A to get to character B. You can hear a lot of regret in their voices.
Hey,
Things
you know
like
what's kind of funny? George Clooney was in the second sequel of Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
I know there was a second at all.
Yeah, this came out in the '88, and George Clooney was in it. This is the late '80s, so I mean,
random film fact.
Yeah. Oh, y'all want me to do these vinyl records before we hit 2 o'clock or what?
yeah.
Yes, please.
All right, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back in 1 minute.
I like your Kingdom of Sorrow shirt, by the way, Jordan. Great band. For those who don't know, Kingdom of Sorrow is a sludge core band formed with Jamie Johnson of Hatebreed and Kirk Winstein of Crowbar. Good band, by the way. I'm talking New Orleans sludge metal meets.
I'm still happy I got these Slayer tapes for like really cheap.
Man, I actually got the Rain and Blood album on vinyl.
And these are the Death Jam releases.
Holy shit!
These are the Def Jam releases, not the American ones.
Oh yeah, back when I actually saw like a original press Def Jam of Slayer at a Mobile shop for like $50.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
all right,
Jordan. Huh?
What you got, Jordan?
I was gonna say those auctions I'll watch. Those original cassette tapes start at $7, and if you bundle enough, he'll cut you a deal. You just got to get on when he's doing tapes. But a lot of it's OG shit, and like I was telling you, that used body count with Cop Killer went for over 50.
I got one right here, and I didn't pay 50 for it.
Well,
I traded a Vader tape for it.
One day, yeah, you told me that. One day you ever need money, hang on to that sucker. All right, I'm putting some stuff together. Not going to be much metal this week, guys, but I did get a lot of OG vintage stuff and about 3 or 4 very special things. I'm kind of organizing. So if y'all expecting the heaviest haul, it won't be this week, but there'll be more heavy stuff coming in.
Okay, cool.
All right. Don't ask me why I got this. I was probably drunk, and it was like $10. But it worked out because I ended up buying Volume 1 the week later. But this is Volume 2 of the Guess Who.
Good album.
Good album.
That retailed for $15. I talked him down to $10 there. And that's an OG. Then we have this. This was priced for 25. I talked it down to like 12.50. This is Robin Trower, Birds of Size, great blues album, and like Stevie Ray Vaughan style guitar player.
Well, like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Well, you need to listen to Robin Trower, dude. You're missing out. You're missing out.
I'll tell you another guitar player is like Jason something. Unfortunately, he has the same type of disease that
Jason Becker has. He's an amazing. He was an amazing guitarist.
Jason Becker. That's what I was talking about.
He's pretty much he has a very rare disease and he's paralyzed. I have one of his solo albums. That dude could have been.
Yeah, he has Lou Gehrig's disease.
No, he doesn't. He's got even rarer than that. It's not that though.
It's
all right.
ACL or something. It's like
Man,
I'm gonna have to look it up.
ALS is what it's called there, Phil. ALS.
ALS. Yeah. He has ALS, which is known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
He's still writing albums too.
I don't think that's what he's got. I'm gonna give you the official, but I don't because what he's got, I've never heard of another human being having. And it's something to do with like all his muscles. It's another Robin Trower right here that I got. This was supposed to be 13. I think I paid 10 for this. And then let's see here what we got. A very old.
Jason Becker has ALS. I just googled it.
Oh, okay, cool.
That looks
very
like
old
Geiger cover.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And if y'all think the album art looks very
H.R. Giger.
Yeah,
you're correct. You are correct, sir. That is who designed it.
Yeah, H.R. Geiger.
Yep. H.R. Geiger
designed an album I actually have which is Celtic Frost's second album.
What band was that?
Celtic Frost. I'll show you. I have it.
Well, what Jordan showed.
That's Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's a very it was what you would call abstract or avant-garde progressive music for its time, for the very early set. Let me see the year, but it's the one. There's a song that's like damn near 30 minutes. That's a bunch of parts, and the musicianship's just insane.
Jordan, check this out.
This was 73. This is not their first album at all. I have their second album, a promo copy that was never meant for sale, with the full artwork that I got for $4. Ah, nice, Phil.
Celtic Frost.
All right, this is about as close to metal as we're gonna get.
Hellhammer.
This is about as close as we're gonna get to metal, but I couldn't resist this, and this was selling for 25. I talked him down to 15. Yes, we have Motorhead Overkill.
There we go.
Oh, dude,
we are Motorhead, and we play rock and roll.
And he was selling these on the side, and I'm not going to open it. I'm going to put it in the album, and this is a Motorhead air freshener, which that's going right in here. Not going to open it. I'm going to leave that in there as a collector's item, and I have one more air freshener that I got that will not be added to an album until next week's haul, because I don't have them yet.
Yeah, I still remember Jordan getting on to me for getting the vinyl of Acid Bath's 2 albums.
Look how nice that air freshener looks in there. There you go.
That's pretty cool.
You remember that, Jordan? When you were getting on to me when I got both Acid Bath's albums on vinyl?
They unless they just bought brand new plates, they sound like shit, dude. Unless they bought brand new plates. I had to grab this while I was at it. That's a Misfits air freshener.
There you go.
And next haul, I'm gonna have a lot of lovely Misfits albums for y'all to see.
Cool.
I got a couple of them on vinyl too.
Now, how many of y'all are familiar with Deep Purple?
Everybody here.
Y'all know how everybody brags. Y'all know how everybody brags about how Made in Japan is like one of the greatest live albums ever.
Yeah.
How about Made in Japan? Made in Japan.
Oh. Nice.
I want this was an auction and I won it. No condition notes, which means it should be mint. I've won $35. Nobody wanted to bid against me. If somebody bid 30, and I'll bid him 5. But it's it's just a double album. I believe it's a single. But wait, let me see. Yeah, I think it's one record. But yeah, that was an auction. I won that. That was what I paid the most for. Then nobody wanted this, but this is in a 1976 reissue, SRC Press, which makes it official. Very good plus. I got this is OG, The Doors, LA Woman.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, this was a $25 auction. No one wanted to bid. I said, "Give me that thing. They're stupid." That'll sell for $50.
Album I would love to buy but it's expensive right now. I'm probably gonna wait a couple of paychecks. Ozzy Osbourne, The Ultimate Sin.
You're not gonna find that unless you're willing to pay an arm and a leg because that's out of print.
I actually found some prices for like 80 on eBay for like $80 or so.
Something's wrong there. That's not even the price of a beat up one. Something's wrong there.
Probably a bootleg or something.
Bootleg would sell for more than that. Something's wrong, I'm telling you. All right, this I wanted at auction. 1977 U.S. Pro Mid Richmond reissue, OIS. And I can't show this very long on camera. They had it blocked for the nudity, but y'all are going to know what it is.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
Houses of the Holy. That was, I think I paid $28 before I got out and I won that one. And, we're going to end with this. Okay. 1980s U.S. Keel, OOT. These are all the official plants and all where you know all the official stuff, so you know it's legit. This is the altered cover. Newspaper headline and Coca-Cola signs were removed. EX condition. That means you could pretty much eat off of it. This is an alternate version cover-wise of Rush Permanent Waves.
Pretty nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm showing y'all all this. These records are clean, by the way. These auction ones, he's very much by the condition he gives you is how they come. I also bought a very heavy, about this big, heavy cover World War II book that shows all and every detail of how they set up every battle.
I got something to show you about World War II, bro. It's awesome.
Cool. Oh, man, cool.
That's pretty cool. You got Overkill. I got that album as well. I even got the Ace of Spades.
Dude, I beat everybody to it. 10 people yelled after me, and I was on Twitch, so I got my bid in first. $15. Bro, they would have been willing to go 25, 30 for that Overkill.
I even got Bastards by Motorhead on vinyl.
Here's another one I forgot to show. I got She-Hulk signed by Lisa Zane.
Oh, okay.
SDRC takes long playing records. What we have to fear is fear itself.
Okay. They've been selling those political speaking records like FDR and JFK. That's been selling on that auction I've been watching.
Yeah, this one right here, dude. I mean, I ain't even open these, man. I'm opening it right now. This right here is.
Well, y'all saw that sealed Soundgarden I had that I'm leaving sealed, that bootleg live.
Look at that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. I've actually seen one of those, like, I think Winston Churchill has vinyls as well, if I'm correct. Some of his speeches on vinyl.
Oh, dude, they were selling on that auction. They were selling John Williams leading his orchestra for the Star Wars original trilogy. They were selling Kennedy and his wife talking. They sold Edgar Allan Poe, somebody telling his stories on vinyl.
Damn.
Oh, that must have been epic.
I had no chance to bid on it. It was gone.
Phonograph Records, wasn't that the same company that signed the Beatles?
That was Apple.
Yeah.
That was Parlophone. Parlophone, then Apple.
Dude, the crazy part about it is, man, this shit right here is a book, and the book has like all these old ass pictures and shit in it.
Yeah. I didn't buy a vinyl. I bought a World War II book of every single battle listed in detail and shows the color illustrations of how they set up each part of the battle. I gave it to my old man as a gift. I was freaking out about spending $30 for it, but when I got it, I'm like, damn, this thing is huge. I can beat on it. It's a hard cover, and it's in mint condition, and it's nice. So I was like, yeah, that's worth $50. $30. That's a $50 book.
Yeah, it even tells you like what's all on it too and shit.
Yeah. So not too much metal for you guys this week, but if you appreciate other genres like I do in classic history, some pretty good pickups.
Oh, yeah. I suppose there's some good ones in there.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, things
like
I
that.
like to have, and I have at least 2 more hauls coming each week because next week should be that Misfits bundle plus other goodies that I bought. And
Oh yeah,
don't-
I'm actually getting a few things myself. I'm getting me I also ordered a Black Sabbath shirt and some Aussie glasses, sunglasses.
Actually, I never showed the T-shirts I got from the Pantera show. I picked up a Zach Wild shirt. It was actually a Black Label Society shirt.
Zach Sabbath.
Back when he was in Black Label Society, he's pretty good live.
He is Black Label Society. Let's just be real about that.
Yeah, it is.
Besides the drummer, he is Black Label Society.
They just sold Zach Sabbath Vertigo. They just sold that brand new for $24.99. For I got it here with you guys.
I like his good. I like the fact that he makes his own guitars too.
The Berserkers that he makes now.
Oh yeah,
those are fucking insane.
They had a collection over at the store.
Out of the parking lot, I bought like a bootleg Pantera shirt, but actually,
I can see why they cancel. Why people are upset about Pantera canceling shows. Zach is grieving over Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It's his first boss, man. His boss died, man.
He was 19 years old when Ozzy picked him up. Ozzy and Sharon picked him up.
Yeah.
I mean, Ozzy was like a father figure.
I mean, they're going to be. I know fans are going to be pissed, but you know what? They'll reschedule and come back around. You know, deal with it. So, we're getting close to the end of the night. Is anybody doing anything this weekend? I got some stuff lined up, but what is everybody?
I'm working.
I don't even know, man. I'm looking right now. Give me
guys, I also got some news. The 26th is my 39th birthday, and I'm going to be spending it with you guys. On my
what you hitting? 41? You hitting 41, Phil, or 40?
39, the 26th. I'll be 39.
My bad. I don't want to take that from you. I will give you every bit of 39 because hold on to it till you turn 40.
This will be the last. I'm gonna be enjoying the last year of my 30s, man.
Yep, and then in a year from there, we're gonna celebrate you jumping into the club, bro.
Yep, there you go. Get the old man club. Well, hell,
all right.
I'll be older than all y'all.
There is a wrestling show happening in Chicago this weekend.
There's also one hit in Diamond Head. It involves little people.
Pro Wrestling sometimes presents the Jason Midas Experience from Logan Square Auditorium. It's gonna have
well, actually, I was gonna talk about a wrestling event, but now you got me interested. Is anyone worth going there to see?
There's Darren Corbin.
Eh.
Darren Corbin, whoever that is. Nova Mars, Blair Onyx, Regan Lytle.
Okay, so you're talking about really, really local.
Man, nobody hires Peter Avalon these days, huh?
Hell, is he even still wrestle?
I like to clown him because to me he's like the most I mean, there's Barry Horowitz from back in the day who was a great worker and sold for people. There was Road Dogg. There was Road Dogg's brother who was a ref for years, but before that, the Anderson Kersey would lose every match. But they were great workers. But Peter Avalon is a joke. Colt Cabana is a magician compared to Peter Avalon.
Pretty Peter, you like Pretty Peter, man?
Peter Avalon, that is the most non-threatening, non-believable. I mean, y'all, people say about Adam Cole. I'm like, bro, Peter Avalon is like a twig that's like does not make me believe anything.
All right, so there's another company here. It's in Chicago or Bedford Park. How far is Bedford Park away from you there, Josh?
Bedford Park?
Yeah.
About an hour.
Okay. There is a company called Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, and they are a death match wrestling, it looks like. Here. Let me go ahead and do a thing real quick. How about?
Well, I was going to talk about a wrestling event, but okay, let's see.
Right, hold on. This is happening like this weekend. Actually, August 22nd. I'm sorry.
Oh, oh no, I can't go to that one. That's my brother's wedding.
And then the tickets are $12.51.
Yeah. No, the one I'm going to see is called is a company called Black Label Pro.
BLP. Yeah, I know about BLP.
Yeah, they're gonna be in Crown Point, Indiana, and Shotzi Blackheart's gonna be there.
Shotzi's killing it in the indies right now.
So I'm gonna go get that signed.
Yeah, they let her go, but they kept that bum that fought Becky Lynch this weekend.
Lyra Valkyrie.
I know there's a couple of local guys that are gonna be there, but I know it's Shotzi, Layla Hirsch, and Kylie Ray. Guys gonna be there. So
I liked Kylie Ray, but she's obviously got some mental issues or something happened there.
She's flaky.
Who is Freelance Wrestling?
Freelance Wrestling? I don't know.
I'm fixing to find out.
Shout out to Mike's home state for this. The good old trusty Golden Fleet.
They're terrible.
Are you the only person on the planet that thinks Golden Flake sucks?
No, I'm not. It tastes like they're fucking stale. They're stale as fuck.
Maybe what you get. My shit's for Walt Winn-Dixie down here is a big supporter of Golden Flake, and they cost a little more because all this shit's so fresh.
Hold on. You got a Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You got an Audi.
No, I don't. I have a Winn-Dixie that refuses to change to Aldi, and that's where I buy my beer from because it's it's not expensive. They're not changing. They said they shut down the drugstore and a couple things in the store, but they said we make too much money because there's nothing else closer. They're like, we're going to keep it a Winn-Dixie because we would lose all the top quality meats and all the stuff making it a shitty Aldi.
No, Monica, that is not tomorrow. That is this weekend as the Black Label Pro. Now tomorrow, I'm gonna go meet Mick Foley.
Oh, you got to get him to sign that shirt and that poster or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have him sign that poster.
This right here is in Chicago.
Okay.
It looks like Pyrosity is in the comments. What's up, Adam? And he says he's bragging about they have 3 Winn-Dixies still going over there.
Dude, this is pretty nasty, man. Like I'm interested in this shit. I want to go here.
What,
Josh? We need to go here.
When is it?
It's on the 23rd.
I can't go. Yeah, that's my brother's wedding. I can't go.
We'll go to the next one. See, no cuts, no glory. This right here is a benefit show for Kirby Alexander.
Pyrosity is teasing that after we log off here in a few minutes, that he is Twitch streaming Oblivion Remastered if anybody wants to watch. Probably with his girl.
So I'm just going to show this because it's 2019. Okay.
Oblivion, the movie?
Video game.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it is, I can guarantee you it's an Xbox thing because that's what they play.
Why does this look terrible? It's like 6 years old. It looks terrible. Look, there's Kylie Ray.
It's Miley Kylie Ray. Like I said, I'll give it to her.
There's Ethan Page, ain't it? Is that Ethan Page?
I liked her. I just don't know why she's
flaky.
I think she has mental issues. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, she's right now she's trying to get into WWE. I see. She's coming through one of the one of the projects that they bought. I forget the name of the company right now.
ID thing.
Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to come through that. But
she's not gonna be able to be Bailey 2.0, so they got to create a new character for her.
Well, the thing is that she's not reliable. I mean, look at her track record. I mean, She tried to go through AEW. She flipped out and
She
left.
had
that.
it. She had it in AEW and walked.
Yeah. Then she tried to do TNA.
I think there's something upstairs not right with that lady.
Yeah.
Who?
And then she was in GCW for a while. And even when she did meet and greets, she barely stayed for it. She barely stayed. I think, yeah, she
might have that. I mean, I'm not gonna say just like Lars Sullivan. I'm not talking about his past. I'm talking about how he would get nervine in front of the people.
yeah.
She may have some kind of condition where she can't deal with too many people or whatnot, and it gets to her. I mean, who knows? But there's something mental going on there, obviously.
Yeah.
The Freelance Wrestling Academy
on
has
the
training staff. One of them is Isaiah Velasquez, Callie Ray, Jeffrey Percival Austere. I don't know who that is.
I was playing Halo Infinite with Paige earlier.
Yeah, that's
I think you know what? I think that's the company that's also tied with Pro Wrestling Tees.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know that if you go onto Pro Wrestling Tees YouTube channel, I know the guy that does like the unboxing or reveals the mystery boxes. I know he's a wrestler too, so I think this is what he wrestles for.
I got you. And the Freelance Champions roll call, you got Alfonso Gonzalez.
I forgot to do a cheap plug. Y'all, did anybody watch that vinyl haul I did earlier? All of that I got, all those records with the 2 air fresheners and that big book I told you about. Their packing is terrific. It comes just as they advertised. They even sent me packing peanuts because of the book. $8 unlimited shipping for an entire week. You can buy one album, you can buy 100. They do not care. $8 unlimited shipping. So in the end, you win.
The
That guy,
Dan the Dad.
Dan the Dad. I met him.
He can actually wrestle his ass off, dude.
Oh yeah.
I like that guy. Yeah. See PWT right there, Pro Wrestling Tees, 2 Heels and a Face Wrestling Podcast, Wrestling with Unicorns. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, and I mean, dude, you can't. I mean, I would like
2
to go
heels
see.
in the face. That's clever, you know. I like that. I like that. It's a really good.
Have you ever decided? Oh!
What?
If you get a chance, I know MLW is doing another show in Chicago.
Yeah, they're doing Apocalypto. Not Apocalypto.
I'm
Lucha Apocalyptico. Whatever. Lucha show for $13.50. That's at Cicero Stadium.
Well,
hey, $13.50 is pretty good.
I actually 15. It sounds like a deal, but man, like I said, that's benches. That was murder. That was murder on my ass. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna buy a seat. I'm gonna buy an actual chair.
There is another one that's coming up there. It's called WLW 2-year anniversary event featuring the Death Wish Cage, November 8th at 6 p.m. Wow. It's gonna have. That's in Berwyn, Illinois. How far is Berwyn from you?
Berwyn. I'm sorry, you guys ain't got to get that reference.
The Bears.
No.
Where's?
No, you're not a Svengoolie fan. Get out of here.
Front row is $35.
Berwyn is about just under an hour away.
I like Svengoolie.
It's WLW. What is WLW? We Love Wrestling. We Love Wrestling is what it is. We Love Wrestling 2-year anniversary.
Well, I know, like I said, I'm gonna for me tomorrow. I'm gonna go meet Mick Foley.
In 2 days.
Me and Monica are gonna go. Then on Saturday, I'm gonna go to that Black Label Pro. Go see Shotzi, Layla Hirsch, and Kylie Ray.
What do you think about Layla Hirsch getting offered to be a referee in WWE?
That's a waste. She's a good wrestler.
Exactly.
Short. She's short as fuck.
Wait. Before we bitch about short, Alexa Bliss is all of 5 feet tall. So how short is this girl?
4'11".
Probably about the same. About the same.
This right here is happening this weekend.
In Michigan. Oh, okay. Where's it at?
Not short, fun size.
Skoga?
Segola.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like some fucking right in the middle of the fucking woods right there.
They're going to be in Chattanooga in September. I think we all should meet up for one of these shows, man. Like, just go.
I agree.
Well, we got.
I want to go to a deathmatch show. Okay, damn it! I want to go to a deathmatch show.
Well, anyways, guys, like, you guys ready to call it a night?
Well, we can.
Yeah, I'm getting tired, man.
You've been tired since you got on here.
That working life is getting Phil, y'all. That work life, he's back.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna be drinking beer and spinning Actually, depending on the time, I might be yelling at Josh. They might be doing cassettes on the other side, depending on
Go
the
to
time.
bed.
They might have cassette tapes up if it's midnight.
Yeah, for real. Gentlemen,
Yeah. I tried waiting for them to put it on. Like, I gotta get to sleep. I gotta get to sleep.
Gentlemen, if you were not watching or listening to Ringside Rants,
You're doing live wrong, brother.
yeah, and we're not just like food that you eat with your teeth and your tum tum and your tongue. We're also
Food for the ears, baby.
yeah. And Jordan,
First of all, Phil, would you please message? I don't think she could see my comments. Would you please message Raina in the chat about CollectCo? That's you can it does Facebook, YouTube, Twitch is the fastest, but if you want to watch CollectCo, that's the auctions and sales of records, CDs, cassette tapes, miscellaneous. Would you please let her know that? And as for Mike, and for Miss Raina, and for Phil, and for Josh, and for everybody, guess what? Y'all already know this, but what's mine is mine. What's yours is mine too.
ladies and gentlemen, does anybody have any fun facts? Does anybody have any fun facts?
Yeah, I agree about fun size.
There you go. Josh finally broke it out.
Too sweet.
Okay, cool. So please, somebody give me a fun fact for tonight.
Fun size.
Phil's going to sleep.
Tajin is the best.
Tanahashi